Hey guys, it's TEW2013 Maxwell here, and welcome to episode 61 of the TNA TW series. We are now just 4 shows away from Bound for Glory 2015, and after last week's decent show, we're going to hopefully continue that momentum on as we strive to have the best possible pay-per-view possible. We are booking this show from the Freeman Coliseum in the Mid-South region, which is in San Antonio, Texas, home of course, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. So without further ado guys, let's get booking this show and see what kind of rating we get for it. So we start off, CM Punk comes into the ring, he takes the microphone and he starts talking to the crowd before eventually getting interrupted by Adam Cole. They have a big argument going back and forth on the microphone before things take a violent turn and they start brawling. A whole host of staff hit the ring to break them up, and as they're being pulled apart it is clear that a main event match tonight is going to take place between these two gentlemen. 92 A rating, perfect start to the show here, and I'm sure the 10,921 in attendance would all love that segment. And that continues the Battle of Honor storyline, so good start to the event there. And that's already booked in. Steve Austin then books the main event for Bound for Glory, which is a Fatal 4-way match between Chris Hero, CM Punk, Samoa Joe and Adam Cole for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. After last week's shenanigans, 70C+ from Austin. And that will continue that storyline as well. Don't need to do that because I remember it. In a match that had some good action, an average heat, AR Fox and Ret Titus defeats Ricochet and Naofumi Yamamoto in 11:45 when AR Fox defeated Yamamoto by pinfall with a Kryptonite Crunch. 73B-, again I'm still forgetting to take Melina away from him, but it's a good match to give AR Fox more victories over Ricochet while protecting him at the same time and building up that feud. So that's a solid match there, and Ricochet's improving his performance skills, so Yamamoto is pretty much in as a jobber. Entering Matt Hardy's locker room, Jeffro finds, well, it says he's his opponent, but he's just in basically because of feud he's in to just talk to him. They're not actually in a match later on, it's just the text here. Jeff explains that he's here in peace. Jeff starts up a brief conversation with Matt, simply waiting until Matt Hardy's back is turned, and as soon as it's turned, Jeff Hardy grabs his water bottle, unscrews the lid and slips in a couple of unknown pills, because you know Jeff Hardy's dodgy like that. Shaking the bottle so they dissolve fully, he puts the bottle back where he found it and bids farewell to his brother Matt, wishing him good luck for whenever they face each other down the line. Unwittingly, Matt Hardy takes a swig from his contaminated bottle 60C, and that continues the feud between the two Hardys. In a match that had some good action and average heat, Brother Devon defeated Eddie Edwards in 11:52 by pinfall with a lifting reversed DDT. Good chemistry between them. Of course, I just think it's two mid-carders, so the fans are probably like, meh. But it continues the storyline, and a 52D. Any worker improvements there? Nope. We then have a segment after this where Steve Austin calls Samoa Joe into his office and tells him tonight, get a night off, Joe. So that's a solid 72B- rating. In a match that had some good action and average heat, Rob Van Dam and EC3 defeat Jacob Goodnight and Hawkins in 14:17 when RVD defeats Hawkins by fast roll-up. Good chemistry between RVD and EC3. No chemistry between Hawkins and Goodnight, and I get a 52D+. Basically, RVD getting another victory over Jacob Goodnight, but protecting Jacob Goodnight and kind of just pissing Goodnight off, so he flips. So basically after it, Jacob Goodnight is looking for RVD backstage, he bumps into Ret Titus and he takes his rage out on him instead. A 74B- segment there, so all good. Davey Richards is in the ring along with Eddie Edwards. Davey Richards gives Eddie Edwards one more chance to join up with him as an ally, 57C-. Is it foreshadowing the heel turn? It's going to happen eventually. And about it featured great action. An average heat, Chris Hero defeated the obviously drugged up Matt Hardy in 9:59 with a death blow, so the champion is on a roll. A 71C+ match there, and he's improving his performance skills. Austin Aries comes out to the podium for an interview. He states that his mission to make Bobby Lashley's life a living hell. Bobby Lashley is going to get hurt, so Aries is fuming because of last week and he wants revenge, and he is telling Lashley he's after him, so a 79B rated segment there. Chris Hero then bursts into Stone Cold's office to tell him exactly what he thinks about the decision to make it a 4-way for the title, like a 91A, so he's raging and he's got a good segment with Austin. Delighted with that. Our main event, unfortunately, again, two talents that are really good but just don't click together. In a match that had excellent in-ring action and great heat from the audience, CM Punk defeated Adam Cole in 13:50 by pinfall by GTS, following botched interference from Drew Galloway. 59C-. It was the only two I could really go to kind of continue this storyline and get Punk over more. You know, you got to protect the champion. You got to make Samoa Joe, you know, kind of him v Punk again. Kind of have two heels against each other, so I was going with that match. End of the day, not a great rating we're looking for. Both men are improving one performance for CM Punk and the Rumble skills for Adam Cole. It makes sense in a storyline sense, hopefully. And overall, 73B-, and it got our popularity up in one region, which no doubt would have been the Mid-South. So hopefully, all that made sense. You know, the feuds are starting to kind of come together to make sense of why they're all going to face each other at the pay-per-view. And hopefully we can get another good rating here, and hopefully that'll be the Mid-South one step closer to 65. John Cena's getting a new contract for WWE. They're also talking about turning John Cena heel, which made me laugh, which nearly is as funny as last week's turning Wade Barrett face and Brock Lesnar face. Impact Wrestling drew a lot of praise, and it was a 10,921 crowd. And we drew a 716, holy fuck, which is even bigger than last week's. That's by far the biggest rating we've had on Spike. Wow. Awesome. As far as size goes, still the same, 4 over the 65, Mid-South still in 64. But slowly but surely we're going to get there. Just look at my TV deals. MCS Sport and prime time on Spikes. We need to get one in it. We need to get another show in the UK again. They are not looking for TV deals for another to the end of this month. So after this month we'll try and get, hopefully, for winter, we'll get back on British television. So Mick Foley's going to leave, JB's probably going to leave, I'll probably give RVD a new contract, and then we'll start coming in for the kind of TV deal. In Britain, owner goals, the one that's about to expire is the MMA crossover. It's another 8 months, 3 weeks until we can get rid of the debt one. Bobby Lashley's still got another year and 4 months, and still can't sign any cruiserweights till way into, I think it's the start of 2017, so we'll not be seeing any cruiserweights for the foreseeable future. Well, if we ever do get there, trust me guys, once that is away, we will be signing so many goddamn cruiserweights to get a decent X division. But that's it for this episode guys, I hope you enjoyed it. As I say, we are now just a matter of weeks away from Bound for Glory, the 4th week of October, and we have some pretty good storylines going for it. The Battle of Honor, that'll get put back up once we get Punk in the ring with Chris Hero, I think. The Greatest Man Ever Lived story is a 79B, Hardy's is a 60C, that one's a 54C-, but that'll improve I think, and that storyline is dead. So thanks for tuning in guys, take it easy, and hopefully I'll see you again real soon. Bye bye.